Well, all right. So there's a lot of people asking the question, is wrestling in a golden era? The answer to that is fuck no, it's not in a golden era. Just because you have two prominent companies on television does not mean shit. It does not mean that we're in this great era of wrestling. Just because you have more of something doesn't mean it relates to the quality of it. I'd rather have 2 hours of good wrestling on TV every week than 8 hours of mediocre or shitty wrestling. So just because we have more of something doesn't mean it's better. Also, too, if the product has improved from where it was at 5 or 10 years ago, it doesn't mean a lot. It might be slightly better. I don't know. I'm not in the position to make that call because I don't really watch, so I can't, you know, say like, oh, it's, I can't determine those little details for myself. I could look at it at an overall perspective, but just because it's better than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, doesn't mean shit because this company was at rock bottom. The industry was at rock bottom 5 or 10 years ago. We had all this hope for the NXT guys. Oh, they're going to be the future. They're 10 times better than Stone Cold and The Rock. Oh, they're going to be the greatest thing ever. But that formula, the Triple H formula, at the end of the day, people, let us down. It honestly did. And a lot of that is to blame on the non-creative team for sure, but just this format of the high flyers and NXT, we had so much hope for them, but it never panned out. It never even came close to being anything worthwhile. I mean, look at all the fucking nobodies that have been recycled through NXT. And then AEW comes around, and we had a lot of hope for AEW, a new thing, a breath of fresh air, but it's had a lot of hiccups. You have one great star that they've built, and that's MJF. No doubt about it. He's great. He's getting a lot of eyeballs on him. But other than that, a lot of the same formulas that have led to the downfall and the shittiness of WWE, AEW is copying. They're taking the has-beens from the Attitude Era. I mean, you got a fucking guy, Sting, in there who almost died in the ring 10 years ago, and he's still fucking wrestling on television, jumping off ladders and shit like that. I mean, this is insane. He's like 65 years old or some bullshit like that. And then it's like, you look at the current product of today, you got Roman Reigns in WWE, who's no doubt about it, a star. He's done a lot of great shit over the last 3-4 years with the Bloodline storyline. He's been carrying the company on his back because nobody else is even close to the star power that he is right now. But it's also indicative of WWE and the state that they're in, that he's held the belt so long, because there's nobody worthy to even take the belt off of him. I mean, this is going to be a big moment. I'm not going to say it's as big as Undertaker losing the streak, but that's like making a comparison there. And look at who broke the Undertaker streak. It was Brock Lesnar. And I think part of that might have been, obviously it was a timing. We thought, oh, he might be retiring. WWE thought he might be retiring. But was there anybody really worthy of beating the streak? Maybe CM Punk at the time, but probably nobody else. And the same thing is true today. When there's a big moment, a streak being broken, a title reign that's been going on for years being broken, you need a prominent guy to do that. And there's nobody in the company that has been worthy, even close of being worthy to breaking this 1,000-day title reign. I think it's 1,000-day plus title reign. And that's embarrassing. I mean, they could always throw out some jobber and have him do it, but it wouldn't feel right. You got Cody Rhodes, who, I think he's talented for sure, but the thing is, does WWE have the ability to make him into a big star? What happened with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam the other day, it was a cool moment. Brock Lesnar raising his hand and, pretty much putting him over. Cool moment. No doubt about it. I don't think Brock Lesnar has ever done something like that ever. Or at least since the day that he returned to this company in 2012. So you better take this moment and make it a big fucking deal. Use it to catapult Cody Rhodes to be your next star, your next main event talent, the next guy that's actually worthy of taking the belt off of Roman Reigns. Back in the day, you would have 5-10 guys on the roster that would be worthy of doing something like this. You look at all the big names in the Ruthless Aggression era and the Attitude era, you had many big names. Now it's like you got Roman Reigns and that's it. You got MJF and that's it. You got nobody even close to those two guys, really. So this model of NXT has failed. I think that's obvious. You know, and it's always somebody else's fault. Everybody sucks Triple H's cock and says he's the greatest thing ever because he's from the Attitude Era. He could do no wrong. So when anything goes wrong in WWE, it's Vince McMahon's fault. If anything goes right, oh, it's the credit to Triple H. The internet wrestling community is so fucking annoying. The wrestling fans in general are annoying. They're losers, honestly, because who the fuck in their right mind, when you have responsibilities in life, would spend hours upon hours of your week rotting your brain cells away watching this shit? You go online, everybody's talking about fucking ratings. Oh, this, that, Dave Meltzer, 5-star. Who the fuck cares about ratings and other people's opinions? Did you like the shit or not? Like, I just want people, if you have an opinion, to go on, you know, YouTube, Twitter, whatever the fuck. Did you like it or not? I don't give a fuck what their ratings were. I don't give a fuck what Dave Meltzer's stupid ass star rating was. Did you like the shit or not? And then these fans are like, they love the rumors that there's no way to show this is true. So you see all these rumors, and you've been seeing them a lot lately. Oh, Vince McMahon is in control of this. Oh, Triple H is in control of this. Oh, Triple H is taking a step back. Vince McMahon's doing this. The non-creative team is this. I mean, so many rumors, sources, and bullshit. Like, just fucking stop. I mean, there's no way to know that any of this is true. Any Joe Schmo can go out there and say, well, I got a source in the catering department that said that. I mean, shut the fuck up. I mean, people like this make the product so... I mean, beyond the shit that you see on television, you go on the internet and you got all these losers, like, just grabbing on to these rumors that are almost always have some sort of non-truth in them. And wrestling fans are so gullible, they're so stupid, that they just grab right onto these and act like they're true, when time and time again, they come out to be false. So just the internet wrestling community paired with the content you see on television, I'm just so sick of the whole wrestling environment nowadays. And I'm so happy that I'm out of it. I'm so happy that I divorced myself from watching hours upon hours of this shit every day or every week. Total waste of time. There's so many better things to do. I mean, it's like, yeah, some people watch television shows, but it's like an hour a week. It's not all year. And it's like a good thing. Like wrestling, you got to dedicate like half your fucking free time a week to it. It's ridiculous. Like, go outside. It's fucking summertime. You probably got people inside watching SummerSlam on a Saturday. Like, go outside, go for a walk, enjoy the nice summer weather. Instead, people got their eyes glued to their television screens, probably all depressed and shit, watching wrestling. Like, just go, go spend time with your family, do something productive in life, go work, go make some money. I mean, there's so many better things to do than to watch wrestling. So yeah, wrestling is far from a golden age. And then lastly, I'm going to make another video on this, a little teaser, I guess. LA Knight. So fucking overrated. He comes out and cuts like 2-minute promos. Has he ever had like a great match? I highly doubt it. I have not seen it if he has. I don't think so. I mean, is this what qualifies to be a top star nowadays? Going out and cutting 2-minute promos? I mean, it reminds me of like characters like Bad News Barrett, who... yeah, at the time, it was kind of a cool little entertaining thing, but you never thought of him like, oh, he's going to be world champion, something. Like, no. Or he's going to be the next Stone Cold. You're like, yeah, he's a good mid-carder, maybe upper mid-carder at best. But he would cut 2-minute promos, and you'd get a little nice laugh, or like a Damian Sandow. But unless you expand this LA Knight character, it's not world championship material, people. Coming out and cutting a 1 or 2 minute promo saying, yeah. I mean, no. Like... Is this what qualifies for being great in today's shitty ass wrestling era? You think these stupid ass wrestling fans would demand more and have higher standards than this, but is this what qualifies as great? So I'm gonna do another video on this probably sometime in the next week or so. Just ranting on LA Knight, not even saying he's bad, but to say like he should be in the main event and pushed and like given the world title and beat Roman Reigns and all this, but he's being compared to Steve Austin and The Rock. Nah, get the fuck out of here with that. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on this idea of people on Twitter and everything saying WWE, oh, is it in a golden era? Is wrestling in a golden era? No, it is not. There you go, people.